one question, and then if we have time, you can do the follow-up. But have the
Okay.
49ers become the most conservative team in their division?
Mm.
And I'll
Oh,
tell you
wow.
why.
Oh,
And I
wow. Yes, absolutely. Oh,
and
yes,
I
absolutely. Hold on real quick. The Seahawks made a very aggressive trade for Jamal Adams. Very aggressive. The Rams, I mean, that goes without saying. And the Cardinals drafted Kyler Murray when they already had a quarterback they'd taken in the first round the year before that and made a big aggressive offer for DeAndre Hopkins. Yes, absolutely they are.
correct.
Call. You got to
And
follow it?
I huh?
Well, keep going. Keep going. We got time.
Yeah, I think the reasoning behind that is I think that they have kind of been afraid to make the big move and it not work out because I think in their mind, at worst, they're 8-8.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a really big hesitancy to move off that because if you go really aggressive, you can fall flat on your face.
Yeah.
And
If you go really aggressive, you kind of like accelerate the process of your eventual firing if it doesn't work out. It's like you don't have to cut Jimmy yet. But if you do cut Jimmy and you move on to the next one, then that's your last move. You're out of moves.
correct.
You can
You're out
always
of
wait
moves.
on that move, right? It's like, okay, we'll cut Jimmy next year. That'll give us another year after that, right? So it seems to me like the Niners make big aggressive moves when things get dicey. They didn't do it the first 2 years, but going into 2019, when they hadn't had a winning season, they went very aggressive in a few things. D Ford, Quan Alexander. Those were
Correct.
very aggressive moves, expensive moves. The Niners aren't there yet. They've had one losing season. They were in the Super Bowl a year ago. I think if they go 6-10 again next year, and they still all have jobs, which they should, then next year you would see them again, a bunch of aggressive win now moves to keep themselves all employed. Don't you think?
And
Don't you think?
I completely agree. And this
Yeah.
Super Bowl basically validated the way they want to play. They want
Right.
to make sure that they've got all their pieces in place. They don't need to have a mobile quarterback. They can have a good team around an average quarterback, go to the
Right.
playoffs, go to the Super Bowl. That buys Kyle and John what? Another 4 or 5 more years of
Yeah.
credibility?
Another lifetime contract. Yes. What I think people need to realize is that Kyle and John aren't going to make wholesale changes with their roster building philosophies because of one losing season that they're going to write off as an injury thing, right? They're not going to. They're going to say, let's stick with what we've been doing. We got to the Super Bowl. It worked for us. Yeah, the Rams do it their way, but they haven't won a Super Bowl. I mean, who's to say their way's any better than ours? We get the same results, except they win more during the regular season. Whatever.
Well, that's the other piece. They've got nice stadiums that, you're going to make a lot of money if you're in the playoffs versus not in the playoffs. And you've got owners, you know, especially the
True.
Niners
They want that revenue.
owner who's a little, reactive than he is proactive sometimes. And, he's got competition now right across, before he did not in Oakland leaving. Now he's got a couple more teams in the area, right? So you've kind of, if he does well, if the Niners do well, they really don't have any competition anymore. They don't.
He went from having the best stadium in the California, Nevada area to the worst stadium in about 5 years.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I hear it's not as nice as everyone makes it out to be.
It's generic is the word I would say. Like if you're playing Madden and you had like create a franchise and they're like, would you like Stadium A or Stadium B? It's Stadium B. Stadium B. It's cool. It's fine. It's all right. But it's got no personality. And it's in Santa Clara, which also has no personality. No offense if you're from Santa Clara. Hey, thanks for coming on, man. Have a great day.
No.
Have a good one, man.